no adults allowed. I'm your host, Baby T Rizzle. I'm here with some young goats, Jmarty and Ben Luke. So tell us a little about yourself, Jmarty.
I'm Jmarty from St. Louis. I'm an artist, entrepreneur. That's all I can say.
Now, I guess y'all don't think how I'm coming. I couldn't have one goat in the room. I had to get another one. Now I got my boy, Ben Luke. So tell us more about yourself, man.
Alright, so Ben Luke, I'm an artist from here from St. Louis, actor, got music videos out. You can follow me on all platforms at Ben Luke Music. I'm everywhere, got music for everybody, man.
So, we heard you had an event coming up. It's like the biggest event in St. Louis that happens every year.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Alright, so for those who don't know, because we've blown this up every single time that we do it, we having a dance competition. The first one that we had was back in August. We had a great turnout for the first time. Second time around, we're going to host it in April. We're getting this, the date solidified with Harris Stowe. Once we get that set up, man, it's going to be crazy. We're going to do it big. And we just going to keep on going, man.
Y'all heard that. Make sure your mama come out. Make sure your grandma come out. Make sure your auntie come out. Now, this dude got some music dropping. Tell me some more about that.
Different music, different vibes that's coming up for the next year. I'm just working with other people, other artists, try to give me a good features of other people because I like to merge with other artists, like something like that.
Now, y'all two got something in common. Y'all both from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? I think the topic of the day is black people, you know what I'm saying? Definitely black young men from St. Louis. What do you think about that?
I think it's deep, bro. Like I feel like if we can just come together more, you know what I'm saying, work together, teamwork, create a dope environment, like a dope creative environment. Like I don't think that there's anything that we can't do, bro. Like I honestly feel that way.
So you think St. Louis is untouchable?
I feel like we up there. I feel like we're up there just as good as anybody. Like we just got to bring it together, make things make sense for everybody. Once we do that, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
So what is your opinion on that?
I go with what he said because if we work together, we can be big as Atlanta. We can be big as New York, LA. You know what I'm saying?
Because the talent already there.
Right.
We just gotta get everything together.
Most definitely.
So, what made you, you know what I'm saying, come an artist? You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you have that motivation?
That motivation came from, you know, seeing other brothers. See, I didn't want to go the path that I was going at first. You know, people dying and like. You know what I'm saying? I want to see myself further doing something, doing a purpose for others, you know?
You want to see yourself, you know what I'm saying, having greatness in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I figure on that. So, what made you, you know what I'm saying, take the path you took?
So mine was kind of a rocky path. Like, I was on and off of music for the longest time. And then it was actually like a homeboy of mine. He said, bro, like, you should actually think about being like an artist. Because at first I was a producer. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'll do my thing on this, make a little money on the side. And then it's like, okay, once I started actually writing for people and writing for myself, then it's like, bro, like, you should really think about, like, becoming an artist, like, for real, for real. So, once when that happened, you know, I dibbled and dabbled a little bit, and then I actually started taking it serious. Once I started taking it serious, then people started saying, hey, like, dude, he got some stuff, like, I should go listen to him, da-da-da-da. So, that's kind of, like, what got me into it. Like, it was really supposed to be something that's not supposed to be serious, but then I ended up taking it serious.
So, as a young person who run the streets, you know what I'm saying, like, what would you tell that young person?
It's not going to look like much when you start. It's not going to look like anything at all. And you're going to have a lot of days where you're just going to be like, bro, it's not worth doing. I ain't going to put no more time, no more effort into it. But those are the moments that are going to define, like, your perseverance. So stay in that. Like, that's going to help you. It's going to help create your brand. Because people are going to remember, it's like, oh, I remember when that wasn't nothing. And then, like, once you turn it into a little bit of something, then people are going to be like, oh, you know, you're going to start seeing a lot of things just kind of cultivate around you. You're going to see a lot of things just come together, and it's all because you stuck with it. So, primarily, stick with it, man. Like, it's not going to look like a lot, but if you stick with it, it's going to grow into something bigger.
All right, I got a good question for you. You know what I'm saying? You lost some homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Did that change your mindset of getting in the rap game, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a role model for young people?
Yeah, being a role model for someone to look up to show that you don't have to be gangster to be in this world, you know? Show a different, you know, picture that everybody see us as, you know. I don't want nobody seeing us just being that type of person.
So do y'all think y'all different, you know what I'm saying, from these rappers, you know what I'm saying, who run the streets, you know what I'm saying, who still do that bad stuff, but y'all took the positive route and did something different and showed these young kids you don't have to run the street and you can still get clout. You know what I'm saying? What made y'all think of that?
I think for me, it started in the studio, cause like I said, like I'm a engineer as well, so I'm already recording these people, coming in contact with these people, producing for these people. So my job isn't necessarily to like change who you are. It's just to show you a separate way to go about doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they come to me, they might ask me something, different things about life, different things about just music in general, but I'm only there to provide guidance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll put my 2 cents in here, put my 2 cents in there, but it's up to you whether what you do with that information.
You want to go with it.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, everybody is at liberty to do whatever they want to do, you know, and you have to accept those consequences that come with that as well. So it's like, you know, the little bit that I can help, you know,
Mm-hmm.
if your mind is like, you know, I really need help with this,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like for us as black men, you know, just having somebody that's gonna always be there, you know, to provide that little bit of guidance that, you know, you might be looking for, you know, and it might just get your wheels turning in your mind, and then you're like, all right, cool, like I know where I want to go from here. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to change things up. So
you see, with you know what I'm saying, you 26, you know what I'm saying, like 25. Sorry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do that show you? You know what I'm saying?
But it showed me that I made it to 25 by dodging and keeping good positivity around me and the growth that I see in myself.
So you like a positive person?
Yeah, most of that.
You?
I'm definitely not a positive person.
What you mean, like, you
I be in my own head so many times, bro, that it's just kind of like I just constantly pull myself back to center. So my thing is I'm just trying to stay even a lot of the time. So
you're trying to stay above water?
Yeah, stay above water, man, because, you know, with everything that's going on in the world, you know, for me as a creative person, like, it can mess with your creative energy so often, you know, just seeing things happen on Facebook, YouTube, all this other stuff, TV, and you're just like, man, like, you know, you just get stuck in that, and then you got to pull yourself back out and just like, you know what, bro, like, I'm continue on the road. You know, I can only control what I can control, different things like that. So I guess in a way, you know, that is me trying to stay positive, but, you know, the world still affects us, you know, as we move around.
All right, since we're on the subject of, you know what I'm saying, black young people, you know what I'm saying, y'all from St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, how did the Michael Brown situation change y'all, you know what I'm saying, perspective of the streets?
How they changed? It's showing that, like, they still don't care. It's showing, like, we still gotta fight more. Like, just, we've been fighting, just keep fighting for real. Just showing that, like, we gotta figure a way, in a smarter way. That's all I can say.
What about you?
So for me, I think it just came down to, like, the fight isn't just in the neighborhood. Like, it's the perception of what people see you as. You know, wherever you are, you know what I'm saying, whatever you might be dressed in. Michael Brown was dressed up in something else. Trayvon Martin was dressed up in something else. We could be doing anything, but they're still going to see us in a certain type of light. So it's like, okay, like, what is the best way that I can be my authentic self without compromising myself for somebody else, you know what I'm saying, and still be me? And it's just like, in that moment, it's just like, bro, like, you know, I need to operate in such a way that I can be me and quote unquote not be deemed as a threat, but still be myself. You know, and it's not really any way that you can do that because they already have this perception of you, and it's just like, bro,
black
like,
man walking down the street with a hoodie.
Bro, and it's just like crazy. You must be up to something. It's just like, bro, I'm literally just trying to get to the store. I'm literally just trying to walk to my car. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy. Like that was like a awe-inspiring moment for me, bro, because I'm just like, there really isn't any way around that. So you just gotta keep on living, bro.
You know, it hits different. You know what I'm saying? I never forget that day. You know what I'm saying? It was like the first day of school. We go to PE, and the PE teacher out. Did you hear about that boy named Michael Brown? Notice, I never heard about Trayvon Martin. Probably heard his name one time because my friend wore a shirt. Never heard about the people who died before him. And then once they said Michael Brown, once happened, Ferguson went crazy. And they didn't make it no better because they didn't evict him. You know what I'm saying? Let him reach town. And I feel like that moment I wasn't black because it's like, you don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? You want to put us in the system. You want to create more jails for us. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of messed up.
So for that, it's an interesting situation simply because if it doesn't happen closer to home, you're not going to hear about it. So I feel like with it hitting closer to home for a lot of people, we really didn't have a situation like that at the time. Because I was around when Trayvon Martin was, popping off. And it was just like, you see the different things that are happening across the country. And I feel like with it building up like that, when with the thing that happened with Michael Brown, it kind of just was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, all right, like this is taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody should be having that happen to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being shot that many times. Whatever it might be, bro. Like it's not. Nobody should have to deal with that or see that or and having him laying out like they had him laying out and things like that. Like it's all visual. You know what I'm saying? So if you can, and this is going on a whole nother tangent, but it's like if you can steal a visual in some people's minds, it's gonna already establish that narrative that they already set out. It's like, oh well, he did this, and the first thing that they attack is your character. No matter what. And we all did some things.
You know what I'm saying? Like he went to a convenience store and he stole a couple blunts, so he got shot.
Yeah, and everything equates to that. If you do this, then you gotta die. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way things should be at all for anyone.
So with you, you know what I'm saying? Do you agree with him?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it don't only happen in the street. It happens in job interviews. Like if you got dreads, you can't get a job. You know what I'm saying? If you talk too ghetto, you can't get a job. You know what I'm saying? What is your opinion about that?
You can't judge someone off of how they speak because the language that we speak came from their narrative of how they speak. So you shouldn't judge people.
What about you?
Yeah, so I mean I agree with him. Simply because like you have an exception to the rule, and there's a lot more exceptions than what people realize. And I feel like as black men, if we fit any of those descriptions, we have to be that public face of the exception to the rule. You know what I'm saying? So the person that's coming behind them, who has dreads, who has the tattoos, will be like, oh, I can model it after him, and then find my success. So that's important, bro.
So it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not about being a follower. It's about being a leader.
Yeah, definitely. And we all have like different there's different variances of that, man. Like, you can be a leader in your neighborhood. You can be a leader in your school. You can be a national leader. Like, you can be a leader of your group of friends, but you want to directly affect what's immediately around you. You know what I'm saying? That's your ultimate responsibility. You know what I mean? And then whatever comes of that, if you happen to get on a bigger platform, different things like that, use that in the right way.
So, you know what I'm saying? This podcast is for all, you know what I'm saying, like all races, you know what I'm saying? What about for girls? Because, you know what I'm saying, y'all black, you know what I'm saying, y'all black brothers, you know what I'm saying, what do y'all have to say for y'all sisters, you know what I'm saying, your auntie, y'all mothers? What do you have to say for black girls, in instance?
Don't be afraid. Like, I feel like fear is like the biggest thing that they have for women. And like, oh, you're not good enough, or oh, you're gonna fall short, or you don't look this way, that way. Because I have two sisters, and I've seen them go through like the different phases and things like that. And it's just like when you get to a certain age, you're just like, bro, like none of that mattered. You know what I'm saying? When you get married, when you find somebody that can be your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna like you for who you are. So you're literally just going around for people who don't care about you, don't care about your well-being, trying to please them.
Trying to put on the front.
Exactly. And it's just like, find yourself. When you find yourself, be comfortable in yourself, and then that fear is just gonna go away. Like none of this stuff will mean anything to you, and that's the biggest thing.
So what about you?
What I say about black women?
Yeah, well, like, what do you have to say, like, for black women?
I'll say, learn to love yourself. Stop trying to have that, shape that everyone wants, If you learn to love yourself, you wouldn't care about all the other materialistic stuff,
Yeah.
So, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think if box was a real thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't mean to put our black ladies in a box, but we do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, Instagram badge them because they want to post a picture, you know what I'm saying? But we don't do it potentially, but we still need to get where they coming from.
Yeah, and I definitely understand that, because I feel like, it's different for guys and it's different for girls. So for guys, we definitely have our vices. For women, they definitely have theirs as well. But I feel like at the same time, you still have to mature out of that. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with how he said, loving yourself. If you find the love in yourself and you look in the mirror, and you say to yourself and believe it, I'm good enough the way that I am, you know what I'm saying, and accept yourself, that is that confidence that you see in that person that's walking on the magazine or, you know, got the bajillion followers on Instagram, all that stuff. You know, that's the belief in yourself, and you don't need all this popping circumstance to get you there. You know what I'm saying? Because it starts with you at the end of the day.
So, do you feel like, you know what I'm saying, for both y'all, do y'all feel like we have a lot of black females as a role model for our black young ladies in St. Louis?
So my only thing with that is that you have to go find them. They're there. They're definitely there. There is no way that they're not. Like, they definitely are. You just got to do your digging, you know, because nothing is just out there in front of, nothing positive is out there in front of your face like that. Because it's not the perception that nobody wants to give. You know, for some reason, that's just the way of the world. But do your digging, do your due diligence. You know, find that role model that's like, okay, she looks like somebody that I can look up to, this and that, or whatever. I want to model myself after what she's doing. That's you know, that's life. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
So you agreed with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have something to add to that?
Okay. Yeah. How he said that you gotta find them. Like, yeah, that's a thing that you gotta do. Like, it's whatever you looking for is always out there. Is how you communicate with others and connect. And then whoever you go for, you know what I'm saying? Like them, like an artist or something you going for, make sure what your attention is going for in that person is what you get out of them.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I remember at a young age, my mama told me to treat a female like a queen because, you know what I'm saying, when you down bad, you want her to treat you like a king. What do you have to say about that?
I think it's just mutual respect. Like, as you get older, you realize that men think differently and women think differently. And I think it's just important to just realize that this is another person that you're dealing with. It's not some thing. It's a person with feelings, emotions, aspirations, all that stuff. So everything that we should be doing should be for the betterment of the vision for you and the betterment of the vision for me. But if you're, you know, you should work to serve the other person that you're in with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you guys are focusing on that, the love is going to be there, the respect is going to be there. You know, I know that there's like different opinions on, you know, relationships and things like that, but like at the end of the day, you want to be able to look at that person in the face and say, yes, I love you, I respect you, this and that, whatever you need, I got you, and I'm not wasting your time. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like a lot of people, like, we just want to say that we in a relationship. But
just to be in a relationship.
Just to be in a relationship, but not actually be in it, like involved in it, like every single day. So.
Yeah, like I had these two girls, you know what I'm saying, coming to podcast, you know what I'm saying, last Saturday, and they changed my whole perspective. You know what I'm saying? I got there, they was coming from, because, you know, I used to thought I was always right in a relationship. The female was never right, even though I was in the wrong. So once they said something, I was like, dang, that changed my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to be open, bro. Like, I feel like everybody's focused on, oh, I got to be the one that's right. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, as you get older, man, like, it's okay to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the person that you're with, they should be able to accept you and say, hey, you know, you were wrong, but I ain't going to, might rub it in your face a little bit. But, you know, after that, you know, we still going to be cool. You know, we still going to accomplish the mission that we got. So that's important because everybody ain't built like that, bro. So you have to make sure the person that you're with has that type of mindset at the end of the day.
So do you believe there's such thing of a healthy relationship and a toxic relationship?
Yeah, I believe in that. Because a person that's, like, negative, you can tell by the energy they have. And then the person that's positive, you know what I'm saying, is the path that you want. Because the negative can make you feel mentally, you know, messed
up. Like drainish.
Draining, yeah. What's that?
So, you know what I'm saying, like, with y'all two, you know what I'm saying, like, y'all got to remember I'm 18, a young person, and y'all young too. You know what I'm saying, y'all not around my age group. You know what I'm saying, but what can you tell, you know, what can you tell my age group watching today how to change and how they can do better?
I'll say the first thing is just be fearless, bro. Like I said, like, y'all might not believe this, but when you turn, there's so many changes that you go through from 18 to 20. You know, and some people might go to school, some people might go to college, some people might not. You know, some people might work. And then there's so many changes that you go through from 20 to 22, and then from 20 to 26. Like, the stuff that we think that matters at this particular time in our life, we're not going to have the same values and the same outlook as we get older. And so it's like, okay, with these things, make sure everything will apply to your future. You know what I'm saying? The friends that you hang around, the things that you're doing, the jobs that you want to get into. Set that up now so when you get older, you won't have to worry about it. I know that's like the hardest thing to kind of wrap your head around, but it's just like it will save you a lot more. Just, I don't know, just a bunch of wasted time and a bunch of failed relationships, wasted relationships. Because as you get older, you're just like, man, like this person that I've been knowing since high school, since 6th grade, 5th grade, since, you know, been in the neighborhood and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, like, you know, he might say this one thing that you might not agree with. And it's just like, you know, okay, this isn't really the relationship that I need in my life. I can't see this going past today. And we all have the story like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our separate life to live. So you just have to make sure that your circle, the people that you deal with, you know, they all see things the same way. They all have the same values. You know what I'm saying? Values are important. You know, we might not think of it as of now when we're 18, but when we're 26, when we're 30, when we're 35, when we're 40, that makes all the difference in the way that you view life, what happens around you, and things like that. Like, it's so important. I can't stress how important it is.
So was it easy for you, you know what I'm saying, notice your fake friends from your real friends?
It was kind of hard because I didn't know because they turned around at a certain point. They waited to the right time just to, you know, act their actual color because they'd be all cool and like, and then dang, it just changed on you. So just watch they vibe. You would catch it, but sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep your eyes open.
You ain't lying, because I'm 18 and still don't know who my real friends are.
Yeah. I mean, crazy. And bro, like, that's another thing, like, and you'll be surprised, like, and this is just an example, like, let's just say, like, none of the people that you're dealing with ends up, you know, going into next year being your friend or something. You're gonna find people that you come into business with can sometimes be the best friends that you ever had. People who are mentors be the best friends that you ever had. Friends don't mean that they're going to be your peers. Peers and friends are two different things. You know what I'm saying? Friends are going to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need this, if you need that, if you need guidance, like, those are friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when we're in school, we're friends by happenstance. We just happen to be in the same area.
Yeah, or you ran up on me, or we had a problem, then we got to sit down and talk, and we became friends.
Exactly. And it's like life and school are two different things. So you have to be prepared for two different things. So when you go into life, it's like, okay, I need people who are going to face life situations that are going to see the things that I see, recognize the signs that I see, and we're both in agreement. Like, hey, bro, like, you need to back up off that. That's not right. Or, bro, you need to address that situation because that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you need people like that. And like bro said, like, you might not always see the signs. You know what I'm saying? You might not always. I can't even believe that my homeboy did that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, we control our life at the same time. So it's your choice whether you want to keep that person around you or not versus moving on your own, because we're all men at the end of the day. Like, don't be afraid to strike out on your own. You know what I'm saying? It's any L that we have is a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? So take that learning lesson, move forward better than you were. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And definitely when Corona hit and when we had this social distance, you know what I'm saying, I learned the hard way because, you know what I'm saying, my boy Top came to me talk about you can do this, this, and this. I had to laugh at him. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. But starting this podcast, I see how I'm helping people, and I see how it's opened up to me to meet more people. So I think I made the right option.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, definitely, don't be afraid of none of that. Like, I feel like with Corona, like, it really kind of like the people who are about what they're about, it really gave them a chance to go out and do it and take a chance on different things. Because at the end of the day, like, I feel like it just slowed everything down and stopped everybody. And then we really had to figure out, okay, what do you really want to do? What do I really want to do?
What I want to be in life.
Yeah, what do I want to be in life? You know, do I want to work 80 hours every 2 weeks, 80 hours every week, you know, working for the man? Or do I want to be an entrepreneur, try something that I always want to try? You know, so it all worked out, bro.
So I want to end it off on this topic. These, you know, so these rappers always talk about gotta feed the team when you get up there. Do you really feel like that's a good thing? You know, so do you really feel like there's truth to it?
It's truth to it if everybody's mindset on the same thing. Because we all on the same thing, we ain't gotta worry about backstabbers or something like that. And if someone fall, we can help that other person get back up. You know what I'm saying? If you keep that in a circle, that's the whole part of the whole game of Monopoly, bro. People don't know that, bro.
Yeah. I'll agree with that, bro, because my biggest thing is, like, and me and my friends, we actually talk about this often.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, bro, like, I'll always make sure I provide the opportunity. And second, like, my whole thing is, like, I hope I can, like, give them, like, just bags, each of them bags to do what they want, and the opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, God, you know, praying. But at the same time, you know, when people are placed in different situations, bro, they are on their own as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I can give you this $10,000, but if you squander your $10,000 that I gave you,
I'm not about to give it back to you.
I ain't about to re-up you $10,000. You know what I'm saying? You squandered that opportunity, and you squandered, you know, the money that I gave you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there's also that, because each level that you get, the same people might not be with you. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully all my day ones can come with me. You know what I mean? So it's just about, you know, having that set team now as good as you can get it. You know, and be like, all right, you know, this is a group that's going to be with me. You know what I'm saying? And then however they make their life choices and decisions and things like that, that's going to determine whether they stay there or not.
And to feed off what you say, you know what I'm saying, I don't really feel like it's about feeding the team, because if I, you know what I'm saying, if I give you something, you don't know how to work towards it. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach you how to work towards it instead of giving you $1,000. Because if I give you this $1,000, you're going to come back and want some more.
Yeah.
I want to show you how to get
make money.
Yeah,
and then on top of that, it's got to be something that they're actually interested in. You can't put somebody in a position, you know, to be an authority over something if they're not even interested in it. Because then they're like, you know, I'll just sit here and collect my $1,000 every day.
Man,
you know
I
what I'm
had to
saying?
learn the hard way.
Yeah, so.
And I was having a conversation with my mom, because my mom was like, you know what I'm saying, I want to get out of St. Louis, you know what I'm saying, I want to be rich. But I feel like St. Louis is not a bad town. It's about if you can put the help in it to make STL better.
Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like a lot of people do feel like they have to go out to different places, which I understand. You know, I feel like we've all come to a point to where we felt that way. But it's like we can also come back to the village with the water, with the fish, you know what I'm saying, make our changes that we need to make, and then go about our business, you know. And I feel like creating like certain establishments, certain platforms will help into that, you know what I'm saying. We just gotta, like I said, like we all said in the beginning, you know, we just gotta figure out what that's gonna be, you know, bring everybody together in any way that we can, and then just apply it.
Now I got a question for both of y'all. If y'all had to be an animal in any jungle, what would you pick? It's a good question.
You say any animal?
Yeah, any animal in the jungle, who would you pick?
Lion.
And why? Why would you pick a lion?
He's the king of the jungle.
What about you?
I might be like a puma or something.
Why puma, man?
Because, like, who eats a puma? Who eats a puma?
Yeah, but, yeah.
You can climb trees. Like, lions, like, they might be in the jungle every now and again, but, like, they ain't, like, in the jungle like that. It's more like a reference. But pumas are actually in the jungle.
Yeah.
You know, they be fighting snakes. They be eating everybody. Like, they ain't really, like, who gonna eat a puma, bro?
Man, I gotta go with a gorilla.
He said a gorilla.
I gotta go with a gorilla, man. Because y'all gotta understand, the gorilla's strong, and he can come to king of the jungle, too.
True. I agree with that. George in the jungle.
But, you know what I'm saying, the reason why I asked you that, because we shouldn't have to pick an animal. You know what I'm saying, we all can't sit at this table. I'm my young boss. You your own boss. You your own boss. But the question is, can we all come together and make a chance?
Yeah, I agree with that. I see the analogy, bro.
It's possible.
So, you know what I'm saying, shout your Instagrams out, you know what I'm saying, so they can tap in with you. Want to go first?
Yeah. So you can tap in with me at Ben Luke Music. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can look all my music up on any platform that you choose. I'm on there. I got music for everybody, and pretty much that's me, man. I'll be out here.
I go by Jmarty _official. You can get me at Spotify, iTunes. My recent album just dropped, October, Humble Life. Check me out.
Y'all know how we come, and make sure you follow No Adults Allowed. It's your boy Baby Tears, and we outside News Channel 5. Glee!
I'm on an island, I need you. Nobody gon' hold me down. Body like she do.
When I'm in it, that back gotta have an arch in it. Put a gin in it, the car ain't moving, but the tire's spinning. Yeah, we winning. I wanna smoke, she had thigh in it. Been a minute, I long stroke, don't get